It is difficult sometimes to express myself with this food. It is because sometimes many people do not agree with my intentions of changing this country. It is true that I destroy artifacts in the streets, artifacts that people use every day. It is true that I might be a little bit covered for using this food, but it is just because I don't want to be discovered or jailed for doing what I consider correct. My language is not what it should be. However, this time I will try to sound more educated than I am. If I sounded rudely, you would not believe me at all. In England, and I consider that it is not just this country, actions have been taken by the people. People have always been attacked for implicitly. Population does not worry for good causes anymore. In England, we are supported by a government that do not care for the people. And I say this because it is truly uncomplicated to understand that our Queen does not even know what she does or what she signs when the Parliament proposes laws for applying to us. What she really knows is that she has not the power she used to have. She knows that she is just a puppet from the real manager, the Parliament. The reality that was presented years ago cannot be compared as it is now. Did you think once that she was the most powerful and righteous woman in our country? Well, I've got the pleasure to assure you that she is not now. Blue blood can be, but she cannot control everything as it was a long time ago. The Parliament now controls everything. Money controls everything. Businessman doesn't even control the Parliament, because we understand that money makes the earth move around. We have been humiliated for years and years. We have been promised that our society is going to be changed in a few years, but now I can count it has been more than 10 years when I heard that the last time. We have been lied for the information that appears in the newspapers, in the news, from their mouths, those mouths that promise real changes for this great country, but instead we have received wrongful charges, excessive taxes, insecurity in our streets, and so on. So as you can see, our Queen does not even know what it is happening in our country, for the reason that she lives in another world, where the beautiful things occur. All my thinking could sound very stupid or not clever, but what I want to show you is another truth that cannot be shown or broadcast for any mass media, for any newspaper that surely will be sold to you, and you will buy it, believing in that statement that those write for you. Our fights are repelled for the police, that it is obvious because we are making disorder. That is what we do. What I want you to do now, if you are agreeing with me, it is to fight peacefully. Do not break the law, but be awake, not asleep. If you want to protest in the streets, make sure you are not going to break anything that people like you may use, as traffic lights or other stuff. When you behave in a bad way, you are agreeing with them. You are behaving as they want you to behave. What you need to do is not to be with them. Do not buy in a supermarket. Do not pay anything they tell you to pay. Do not use credit cards, and try not to give them support for chasing you financially. Money is what they want, and that is why they would die for you. I am not obligating you to take my word as final word. Just think that our Queen does not really represent you, that our Prime Minister will never know that you exist. If she or he do even know that you do not exist, where are you going to give them your money that with your perspiration you earn? Do not act as fools. Be aware of how you act, and now do not give them any reasons for blaming you, for chasing you. Break the law in different way. Disorder is what they want you to do. Make the order. Act in the underground world. Make this country change as it needs. Spread this message and we will finally win. We are England. We are the powerful men and women in history.